Today we're going to be talking about the 35mm 1.4 L prime lens from Canon. This is my second most favorite portrait lens of all time, and there's not many drawbacks about it, but the drawbacks are significant. And number one, it's super expensive. You're looking at between $1,500 and $1,600 depending on where you buy it. The second thing is it's a little bit heavy, but those two things aside, this is an amazing, amazing lens, especially if you're a portrait photographer who carries both a full frame camera as well as a 1.6 crop factor camera like the 60D in your bag. Let me talk about the things that I really like about it. Number one, the image quality is outstanding in terms of sharpness, in bokeh, because you're opening it up at 1.4. It's one of the best portrait lenses that I've seen. Obviously, a big part of the expense of the lens is that if you open it and look, it has a very wide aperture, which means it's very fast. It is a phenomenal low light lens. So if you're shooting indoors or at dusk and you don't have a lot of extra light, this is going to make a huge difference. Now, the thing about a prime lens is there's no zoom, which means it's a fixed focal length. There's actually something that's really nice about this in that it forces you to use your feet. So if you want to change the size of your subject, you're going to have to either move closer or further away. And sometimes having a zoom lens makes you lazy. You just kind of zoom in and out. And when you use your feet and you're moving around a little bit more, it forces you to think creatively. I'll be honest with you, I like the 51.2 on a full frame a little bit more. But something that's really cool about the 35, especially for photographers out there that are shooting full frame as well as 1.6 crop factor bodies like the 60D or the 7D, is when you take this 35mm lens and you put it onto one of these bodies, it becomes the equivalent of a 56mm lens. So it's essentially a way to get a 50mm lens on a 1.6 crop factor body. In any event, that is a quick overview of the 35mm 1.4 L prime lens from Canon. I have it, I love it. Ever since I've tested it, I said this is a great lens. It's not leaving my bag. It is expensive, but if you are doing paid portrait work, especially if you have a full frame in a 1.6 crop factor body, this is an absolute must-have. In any event, thank you for watching. See you next time.